This discovery was disturbing. You have no idea about the most bizarre events in human history, where there are places that literally send shivers down your spine to the roots of your hair. Join us and we will explore point by point the limits between reality and the inexplicable absurd. Are you curious? Let's go. Number 15. The Lighthouse of Despair. Oregon's Tillamook Rock Lighthouse is known as Terrible Tilly for good reason. Built in 1881, the site has seen so many violent deaths that it was converted into a columbarium, a burial ground, in 1980. But the most terrifying thing happened in 1996, when researchers documented a unique acoustic phenomenon. During storms, the lighthouse emits sounds that resemble human screams. Analysis proved that the rock structure and architecture of the lighthouse create a resonance that amplifies the wind in a terrifying way, reproducing frequencies similar to those of a human voice in agony. Number 14. Hoia Baciu Forest. In Romania, near Cluj-Napoca, there is a place that defies all the laws of science, the Hoia Baciu Forest. Spread over 250 hectares, this region is a true laboratory of the supernatural, where UFOs, ghosts, and energetic phenomena meet. In 1968, a military technician named Emil Barnea photographed an unidentified flying object hovering over a particular clearing. This area, known as the Circle, is a place where nothing grows, a dead patch amidst lush vegetation. Visitors report bizarre experiences, strange lights in the sky, ghostly apparitions, alien-like creatures. But most striking are the energy fields that cause dizziness, nausea, and instant disorientation. Number 13. Stanley Hotel. Before becoming the setting for Stephen King's classic, the Stanley Hotel already had stories that would make anyone's skin crawl. Located in the Estes Valley of Colorado, the hotel seems to have been born to haunt. In 1909, Freeland Stanley built the hotel as a place of recovery. Suffering from tuberculosis, he believed that the fresh air would save him. He didn't realize that he was creating a portal to the unexplainable. Stephen King discovered the place in 1974. Staying alone on the last night of the season, he had a nightmare so vivid that he would create The Shining. An incident with a fire hose chasing his son gave rise to the embryo of the book that would conquer the world. But the Stanley ghosts didn't wait for King. In 1911, a gas explosion hurled chambermaid Elizabeth Wilson from the second floor into the main dining room. Miraculously, she survived and continued working until 1950. Today, Elizabeth continues to work. Guests report seeing her ghosts tidying rooms and organizing clothes. Couples who sleep in her room feel an icy presence watching them. I have a question for you. First, I'd like to tell you that it's possible to keep up with the biggest curiosities of our world every day. But for that, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So have you subscribed yet? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Now that you've done that, let's go. Number 12. The buried city of Derinkuyu. Imagine an entire city hidden underground. In Cappadocia, Turkey, Derinkuyu is not science fiction. It is real, profound, and one of the greatest archaeological mysteries ever discovered. Excavated over 3,500 years ago, the underground city descends 85 meters below the surface. It housed an incredible 20,000 people, with ventilation systems, water wells, stables, churches, and even living rooms, all built without modern technology. The tunnels were designed for extreme survival. Giant stone blocks served as gates capable of blocking intruders. Each level had a specific purpose: protection from weather, war, religious persecution. The craziest part, no one knows exactly who built it. Hittites, Persians, Byzantines. The city holds secrets that defy our archaeological understanding. Number 11. The Island of the Dolls. In the heart of the canals of Xochimilco, Mexico, lies a place so bizarre that it defies all imagination: the Island of the Dolls. This is no ordinary story, but a disturbing testimony of obsession and mystery that goes beyond comprehension. It all started with Julian Santana Barrera, a lonely man who turned a small island into a nightmare land. According to local reports, after finding the body of a drowned girl in the canals, Barrera was haunted by her spiritual presence. As a way to soothe the girl's soul, he began hanging dolls from trees. But these were no ordinary dolls. Each toy carried a macabre story. Some were intact, others mutilated, limbs torn off, eyes missing, faces disfigured. Over time, he collected hundreds of dolls, transforming the place into a scene worthy of one's worst nightmares. The creepiest aspect? Barrera devoted the rest of his life to this strange ritual. He collected discarded dolls from anywhere, believing that each one could protect him from the girl's spirit. In 2001, he was found dead in the same canal where he had supposedly discovered the girl's body. Coincidence or supernatural revenge? Number 10. The lake that literally explodes. In Cameroon, there is a lake that can kill instantly. Lake Nyos holds a deadly secret, a natural biochemical bomb waiting to explode. In 1986, a cloud of carbon dioxide was released that killed 1,700 people in seconds. The death was silent. People simply fell asleep and did not wake up. A natural genocide that paralyzed the scientific world. The lake continues to carry millions of cubic meters of dissolved gas, a geological time bomb that could be resurrected at any moment. Number 9. The scientific experiment that defied reality. In 1974, a group of scientists embarked on research that would forever change our understanding of reality and perception. The Montauk experiment, conducted at a secret military base on Long Island, promised to reveal the boundaries between dimensions. Rumors suggest that researchers have managed to create interdimensional portals, manipulate consciousness, and even travel through time. Leaked documents indicate experiments with young people with special psychic abilities, capable of influencing parallel realities. Participants reported surreal experiences. Some claimed to have traveled to other times. Others described encounters with beings from other dimensions. The boundaries between reality and science fiction seemed completely blurred. The scariest part? Some of those involved in the project simply disappeared, as if they had been erased from existence. Others developed severe mental disorders, unable to distinguish between real memories and artificially implanted experiences. Number 8. Zvikov Castle. In the Czech Republic, Zvikov Castle is not just a historic building, but a portal to the supernatural. Located at the meeting point of the Vltava and Otava rivers, this castle holds more secrets than the stones in its walls. The most famous supernatural inhabitant is the Zvikov goblin, a mischievous and possibly evil entity that haunts the ancient towers. Since 1597, workers have reported unexplained events at the Maranka Tower, abandoning renovations due to frightening paranormal activity. Stories abound. Visitors are pushed by unseen forces, electronic equipment mysteriously fails, and photographs reveal unexplained anomalies. The most chilling legend? Anyone who sleeps in the main tower is doomed to die within a year. But the goblin is not alone. The White Lady, a ghost dressed in white, roams the halls. Her cries echo through the halls, carrying a sadness so deep that it chills the soul of those who hear them. Deep underground, spectral dogs guard secret passages, their nocturnal howls making even the bravest tremble. Number 7. Baoli agren. In the heart of New Delhi, India, the agren baoli hides a macabre history that defies human comprehension. This historic monument carries a legend so disturbing that it makes one question the existence of forces beyond reality. Local rumors speak of a hypnotic force capable of attracting people to a tragic fate. Like an invisible magnet, something in that place seemed to manipulate minds, leading strangers to an inexplicable end. Visitors report chilling experiences. Ghostly whispers echo in the corners. Invisible touches crawl across the skin. Shadows dance on the stone walls, creating a spectacle of terror that defies all logic. Even when alone, the feeling is clear. Something is watching every move. The 3 levels of arches and ancient sculptures take on a life of their own. The stones seem to breathe stories from other times. Number 6. Poveglia Island. In the Venetian lagoon, there is a place so terrifying it looks like something out of a horror movie. Poveglia is not just an island. It is an architectural nightmare built on layers of human suffering. 3 small islands make up this cursed territory. One is covered in dense vegetation, another with abandoned structures, and a small, octagonal fortification. What unites all these spaces? Death. Lots of death. In 1793, 2 ships arrived carrying passengers infected with the plague. Poveglia became the largest body dump in history. Thousands of people were thrown into mass graves, literally turning the ground into human ash. Decades later, a psychiatric hospital occupied the site. Rumors speak of inhumane experiments, patients tormented by ghosts of plague victims. The hospital director, according to local legend, went mad and threw himself from the clock tower. Number 5. The ghost town of Pripyat. Frozen in time, Pripyat tells a story of nuclear devastation that chills the blood. Abandoned after the Chernobyl disaster in 1986, the city stands as a silent testament to a catastrophe that changed the world. The dilapidated buildings hold memories of a life abruptly cut short. Empty playground equipment, stopped clocks, empty classrooms with desks. Every detail screams of the emptiness left by radiation. Visitors report shocking supernatural experiences. Children's whispers echo in the empty hallways. Shadows dance on the peeling walls. The feeling of being watched is constant. as if the spirits of the victims still inhabit this condemned territory. Radiation has transformed Pripyat into a nightmare landscape. Nature and ruin intertwine, creating an environment where time seems to have frozen in a single tragic moment. Number 4. The bizarre dance of the sea crocodiles. At the bottom of the Caribbean Sea, something surreal happens. Marine crocodiles perform a synchronized dance that defies all known animal logic. During mating season, males perform precise movements, turns, body sways, vibrations in the water. A true choreography that looks more like a ballet than a reproduction ritual. Scientists have discovered that this dance functions as a complex language. Each movement conveys genetic information, social status, and reproductive capacity. A communication system so sophisticated that it resembles digital communication protocols. Number 3. Brissac Castle. France holds secrets that would make anyone tremble. In the heart of the Loire Valley, Brissac Castle tells a story that mixes forbidden love, betrayal, and a ghost that refuses to rest. Charlotte de Braze was not just another tragic love story. The illegitimate daughter of King Charles VII, she lived a romance that would cost her life. Married to Jacques de Braze, her heart beat for a hunter, a choice that would seal her final fate. One night of fury, Jacques discovered the betrayal. The result? Brutal death. Charlotte and her lover were murdered in the tower room, transforming that space into a portal of eternal pain. Today known as the Green Lady, Charlotte roams the halls. Dressed in an emerald gown, her eyeless, noseless face sends chills down your spine. Her nocturnal moans make even the most skeptical question the existence of the supernatural. Number 2. Moon River Brewing. Savannah, Georgia, has a bar that doubles as a portal to the afterlife. Moon River Brewing doesn't just serve beer on tap, it serves supernatural experiences. Built in 1821, the building has been a hotel, an office, and a warehouse. But it was during the yellow fever outbreaks that it gained its macabre fame. The upper floors were turned into a makeshift hospital where hundreds died, many of them children. The basement? A nightmare land. Toby, a mysterious figure, often lurks in the shadows. Visitors report sudden chills, incomprehensible whispers, and invisible touches. On the second floor, a bloody drama marked history. James Stark, a gambler, was cowardly murdered by a city doctor. His soul, they say, wanders the stairs, seeking revenge. The fourth floor tells an even darker story. During epidemics, it was transformed into an intensive care ward. Pain, suffering, death. The walls seem to record every scream, every last breath. Number 1. The Bermuda Triangle reinvented. More than just a place of marine mysteries, the Bermuda Triangle continues to defy all scientific explanation. Hundreds of ships and planes have simply disappeared without a trace, as if sucked in by an invisible force. Theories abound. Some speak of interdimensional portals, others of alien electromagnetic fields. The fact is that something extraordinary is happening in that region of the Atlantic that defies all human understanding. Reports from pilots and sailors describe surreal phenomena, navigation instruments jamming simultaneously, sudden changes in temperature, cloud formations that appear out of nowhere, swallowing entire vessels. And if you want other disturbing discoveries, I'll recommend this video that's appearing on the screen right now. Enjoy, because I've put it together especially for you. Well, that's it, and until next time, Curious One.